The film I have picked to take forward into my final major project is my idea about the Web of Lies. What the Web of Lies idea basically is about a teenager, she's female, she's about 15, 16, and we relive her past experiences. How the film basically works is she makes a web out of bits of wool and pegs on each bit of wool a lie that she's been told, and we basically pan over each of the lies, and we see how the lie was told and how it affected her emotionally. The genre will be a short experimental film. It will be shot on full HD using a Canon 5D Mark II. I want it to be between 8 to 15 minutes, depending on how many lies we need to see. The target audience, I feel, is anywhere from 15 plus who are a fan of experimental films. The reason being is because there'll be some things featured in the video that won't be 100% okay for people under 16 to be able to watch. The reason why I think that adults will also enjoy the film is because I feel that the sort of issues that are raised in the film will be interesting for them. The unique selling point of my film is basically that after seeing similar made films, I have discovered that not all films raise the issues that my film has. My film isn't about depression or bullying, it's more about how the small decisions of people, especially parents, impact on their kids. So we never really see what happens behind locked doors in a family home. So whereas the parent might think that they're just telling another white lie, in reality it has a much bigger impact on the child who they're actually telling it to. How it's going to work is we are going to see the bedroom laid out with in this sort of really big Web of Lies type thing. We are then there'll be a lot of focus pull shots, and we're going to pan over each individual web, and over the more important lies we will then see them in the flashback. We won't see all of the lies because that's just a bit too much, because there'll be hundreds and hundreds of bits of webbing and things like that that she will have set up over the course of the film, and we're just going to pan over and see some of these more important lies. The props that really I'll be needing are things like a material for the webbing, and of course location is also a problem for me because it'll all be set up in someone's house, so I can't just walk around and see different people's homes. So I'm going to pick a space which I can then make into a bedroom. So I might need to buy beds, posters, pictures, wardrobes, and things like that to make it look like an actual bedroom. I want there to be as little dialogue as there possibly can be. I want most of it to be sound, like a soundscape type thing. So in the bedroom scene I want there to be no talking, it's all just going to be soundscape. The only dialogue that I really want is the actual verbal lie that is actually being told. There shouldn't really be any other speaking parts in my film where people need to be talking. Some of the issues that my film might raise are bullying, depression in children, so it's that sort of moving into the real world type thing and how it impacts with the emotions on children and things like that. After looking round at some films, I found a film called Cutlass by Kate Hudson. That was about parenting, but it was about the nice side of parenting where it all works out in the end and everyone's happy. There was a film called New Boy, which is a bit younger than the people in my film's aimed more, follows more the life with teenagers, whereas this film was more about younger people, so it didn't really have an impact. I also looked at Rebel Without a Cause as well, which is a film about teenage rebellion, but it wasn't really impacting on the issues that my film is able to raise. I also watched a film called 13, which was very similar, had very similar issues to Rebel Without a Cause. So I think that the issues that my film is able to raise is really something new, and might stir some reaction in the media industry. Here is a short bit from a test shoot that I did a few weeks ago. I decided to show you a little bit of the kind of footage that I wanted to be shooting in the web scene. This is how I want it to be shot, very focus pulled, very tightly shot, very slow pans and things like that. The more artistic the better. I would like to distribute my film to a number of film festivals and film competitions as well. The reason why I want to do this is because it will enhance my portfolio, and it will actually put my name out there. I know a lot of people actually view these film festivals, and I think that my film is definitely noteworthy of being entered into them. I would also like to use alternative distribution methods like the internet, such as popular sites like Vimeo and YouTube. Reason being is because there have been a lot of success stories with those sort of sites, so it can't hurt just to put one up there. And I think that the film, if it is made to a professional standard, will be something new that will really help to boost up my portfolio. The budget for the film, including actors, feeding, expenses and things like that, I'm looking for it to be no more than about £800, including all the props that I need to buy. I've allowed for £800 in case I run over my budget. That is the maximum. I think I would be perfect for shooting this film and directing this film. I've got vast experience in teaching experimental short film and actually working with a number of industries making experimental short film as well. I've been doing media since I was 14 years old, experimenting with different sort of angles and shots and things like that. I'm mostly self-taught, apart from what I've learned at university. I went to college and passed media production with a triple distinction level, and I come very highly recommended from the industries that I have worked with, including Blue Button Media and Jovian Productions. So in the next few weeks, what I need to do is do a casting call. I need to do location recce's, finish the storyboard and write up the script. I need to do that before the 21st of February. From the 21st of February up until the 10th of March, I'd like to be shooting the piece. After that then, up until handing, it'll be editing the piece, adding in all the effects, doing the DVD, submitting to festivals, distribution, and finally handing in the piece. This idea I am really excited about. I think that it raises some issues that hasn't been previously raised in short film. I think it has a different angle, and I'm really excited about how artistic it will look in the final production. I really think that I can bring something to the piece, and I think it's a really viable and simple idea that I can turn into a sellable short film.